I work at Salesforce.org. Salesforce.org is one of several social impact centers at Salesforce, the company at large. And we are, as you probably know, a CRM company, a customer slash constituent relationship management company, and we have a platform. But I think the most interesting thing about the platform is how it really brings together all of our stakeholders, whether it's our customers, whether it's our employees, whether it's our partners. And we like to say that it creates an opportunity to present a single source of truth. So I wanted to do a couple things today. One is to quickly give you an overview of Salesforce and Impact, specifically to double click on .org, talk about some of our impact reports, which are our main vehicle for transparency and creating trust in the ecosystem, and then just some concluding remarks. So Salesforce. So some of you may have heard this quote, especially over the past few years, by Mark Benioff, our CEO. The business of business is improving the state of the world. So just want to pause there for a minute. That really pertains to our purpose. Our purpose as a company in bringing all of our stakeholders together, in bringing all of our assets together, is to improve. And when I talk about assets, I'm not just talking about the tech platform, but this includes relationships down our supply chain. It includes relationships with our customers. It includes our philanthropic giving. It includes our impact investment. And it even includes how we think about the ethics or ethical elements of technology and future technology in the space at large. So how does some of this, good manifest itself? So recently, you'll have seen that our work, if you've looked at our reports and whatnot, there's an emphasis on the Sustainable Development Goals. These goals, these topics, have always been a part of our history in terms of the work that we've done. Here we've highlighted some of the main ones that we've been working on and some of the commitments we've made. You'll see there's a heavy focus on workforce development. There's a heavy focus on jobs and job creation. There's a focus on the environment, all fundamental social sector challenges. And we're bringing together our technology, our people, our relationships, our philanthropic capital, and even our impact investment to bear on these problems through different aspects of the company and different departments or business units of work. So just looking at our history a little bit, going back to 1999, when Mark Benioff first founded Salesforce, there was this notion of putting aside 1% for social good. And that led to a model from which we've only built. So we give away 1% of our people's time, 1% of our equity, and 1% of our product to social good. We actually have dedicated time at Salesforce that we can spend to volunteer, to give back. As I mentioned, we have an impact fund. And we have some pretty interesting projects in the social products in the social impact space that specifically serve the social sector. You'll also see I highlighted Pledge 1%, where we're really encouraging commitments by other companies with whom we work. So I think a fundamental sort of key to our success in being able to live out our purpose and have a social impact is actually this notion of shared values. Not just shared values amongst our people, but shared values also as we think about sort of our broader community around trust, customer success, innovation, equality. Sharing those values with those whom we work allow us or enable us to really carry out our purpose. So .org, very quickly, it's one of the social impact centers at Salesforce. It's really supporting the Tech for Social Change portfolio. We have technology products, nonprofit cloud, education cloud, philanthropy cloud, which helps corporations better track their volunteerism, their givings. And we also have, in addition to that, pro bono support, where we're really trying to help our customers get up to speed and scale some of the usage of our technology. At .org, which is the Tech for Social Change portfolio, as I already mentioned, we're focused on technology, the community, and key partnerships. And I've already talked about some of our cloud products. Here you'll see some of the partners or organizations with whom we work through each of these cloud products. And three other things I wanted to highlight: pro bono, which I already talked about, and then there's this really interesting notion of impact labs. So more recently, we've decided to bring together some of our high impact partners or impact oriented partners with experts in the field, as well as other sort of intermediaries or movers and shakers around specific topics. We recently did one on homelessness. And Power of Us Hub, I'm just highlighting because that's the way we're able to serve the social sector. So we've not only created products, we've adjusted our business model to serve the social sector because we're offering our products at a discounted rate or through some free licenses to the social sector. So our impact reports. Now, why are the reports important? So we have the technology, we're bringing all of our assets to bear on the social impact sector or social challenges at large. The impact reports are critical because that is the main vehicle through which we're communicating with our communities about our impact. It creates transparency and trust in our brand. So one, we have the community impact report that is put out by .org. And one of the key sort of assets, I'd say, or artifacts that's come out of it is this notion of social value. So we've actually quantified the technology we're putting out into the ecosystem for good, and we've quantified the sort of pro bono hours that we put in, and we have 1.09 billion in social value, US dollars, that we're putting out into the ecosystem. We're also going out and asking our customers, like, has our technology helped you serve your mission, improve your efficiency, your effectiveness, your rate of collaboration to really be able to go out and do sort of social good or accomplish your mission? And then on the .com side, which is .com has impact investing, philanthropy, they've got their own cloud products that are sort of oriented toward good, which I'll get into. They also put out a broader annual holistic stakeholder impact report that covers some of .org's work as well, which is against sort of some of the traditional reporting standards you may have seen. And they also have done sort of an SDG mapping of our major commitments. And so I wanted to end on some concluding remarks. So I just shared a lot of information with you. I shared information about .org. I shared information about sort of .com and our various assets coming together for social good. But my viewpoint, or where I see the future going, is an increasing focus of companies in tech thinking about how they can use their financial capital, whether it's impact investing, philanthropy, broader corporate givings, how they can use their manufactured capital and their intellectual capital, which manifests in their actual technology products, how they can enable and empower their employees to have good, how they can make sure they're not having a negative impact on nature, but how they can also sort of increase or enhance or drive the sustainability agenda. And as I've mentioned many times over, bringing social relationships to bear. So I really see tech companies as thinking about all of their assets, all of the capital they have, and bringing it to bear on social sector problems, both on the positive side as well as on the negative side, in terms of making sure that they're doing good, not harm. And the last sort of note I wanted to end on is another product that we have on the .com side, which is Sustainability Cloud, which is helping corporations better track and measure their carbon footprint. So I'd love to leave you with this sort of question or call to action. How is your company bringing its different assets to bear, whether it's a startup or a large technology company, on social good? And how can you drive more of that? It doesn't all have to come through the product. It can come through a business model shift. It can come through your people. So just wanted to leave you with that. And thanks so much for your time.